Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV on the Social, our interactive social media show where we answer questions sent in by you. This week I've got Dan with me. You alright, mate?
Alright, it's good to finally be on the Social. Well, you know.
on the West Ham Social.
On the West Ham Fan TV on the Social.
Dive straight in, yeah?
Yeah,
we'll get straight in.
Wait, what's going on with the old, we got the old beard going?
I thought I'd go for a beard. I don't know, I think it makes me a little bit old.
I don't know, well,
I don't know.
You know, let us know, innit? Let's know what you guys think. Beard or no beard for Graham?
A bit too much grey in it, I think, but
just for men. Get on it.
It's more obvious. Right, here we go. Start off with the Twitter questions. This one's from East Gammon fans. If Noble retires before Payet does, could you see Payet being future West Ham captain? I think yes.
Really?
I think he could. He loves, when you see him with the other players, he loves the players love him. I think he's one of those sort of players everyone will just sort of gravitate to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got that sort of aura about him.
Yeah, true. I mean, we've got quite a few young players that by then, I suppose, could be earmarked for captaincy. And it's.
I mean, I know that's Noble's only 28, so I think that'll be a way off.
A long way off, but
yeah, I could see
it's possible.
being a future captain.
He's loved, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one is from Thomas Parsons. If you could turn back time, what West Ham player would you stop from being sold?
I suppose if I really could stop this, then I suppose Frank Lampard would be a good one to stop us stopping leaving.
That'd be
all of that. You know, there's a load of events that was surrounded that.
Yeah.
But if we could have kept hold of anyone, Frank Lampard would have been a great one.
Rio for me.
Rio, yeah.
I think I'd love to have kept Rio. I think selling him was a big mistake.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, same old story. Like when we was a selling club, players went on and had their best years elsewhere. You know, they had the potential for us, but went on to have glorious careers elsewhere. But no, Rio for me. I think I would have stopped to sell him.
That's a fair shout.
Right, this one's from Veritas at Nicholas Hagberg. How does Ryan get his hair so nice? What's the secret?
Well, I just heard he spends 15 quid on it. So, or is that revealing too much? How much he spends on his hair?
I think Ryan he said takes
time.
a lot of pride and care in his appearance. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Time.
Speak of the devil. Actually, how do you get it so nice, Ryan? You're just care and attention.
Wax, combing it. And I'm going back downstairs.
Alright then, mate. See you later on.
Because he's worth it.
I hope that answers your question. Right, and this one's from Nick J. Luff. Do you think we should keep Moses? Personally, I would. He was very good against Norwich and he is a good squad player. Last few performances, especially against Blackburn as well, he had a good game. And he does seem to have been getting better the last few games, you know, shifting. So I think it'd be a good squad player.
On the back of those performances. I mean, you know, he did have when he come back off injury, he had a bit of a lull, didn't he? But maybe that is we was thinking, is it laziness, is it complacency? But maybe it was down to just freshness, being match fit, and he needs that good.
I mean, he seems to have had a bit more energy his last 2 or 3 performances.
I think Emenike coming in is giving him a bit of a lift, you know.
Right. Was in the national side. They've been in the national side together, haven't they, for Nigeria.
Every picture I see, you know, on the training, you always see them two together and that. So I think giving him someone that he knows is close.
Yeah, because it does seem. Yeah, you're right. It does seem to be since Emenike arrived, doesn't it? So, right, we'll move on to the Facebook now. This one's from Bradley Flack.
Bradders.
It's a random one. Lol. In your opinion, what defines a legend for you?
I think someone who just goes out there and gives it everything, you know, for the club, for the shirt. Yeah. You know.
I mean, I think the word legend gets thrown about a lot.
It does.
Nowadays. I mean, like people call Tevez a legend.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he was great for us. He was fantastic, but he had one season.
Yeah.
Legends for me are players like Billy Bonds, Trevor Brooking, and Devonshire, Bobby Moore. You know, players like that.
Yeah, maybe hero's a better word because he did keep us up. You know.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, no, Zamora, Noble, Green. Everyone had input.
Yeah.
I know Sheffield United like to say Tevez kept up, but it was a team effort.
It was. His goals were a major factor of that really helped. But legend is bad.
So that's he's a hero. So I'd say legends for me are, players. So
you're saying longevity? Is that what you're saying?
Not just longevity, but I mean like players like that. They pretty much bled claret and blue. They were at the club all their careers and carried themselves with.
So what does it take for Payet to be a legend in your eyes?
He's getting there. He is getting there.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can keep him for the 5.5 years we signed him for.
Oh yeah, so, definitely going.
Yeah. But he's getting on his way to being a.
Yeah.
Because you see, he loves the club. He loves the fans.
It's hard to call someone a legend, isn't it, until they've gone.
Yeah.
Until they're gone. While they're currently active, you can't really say.
Yeah.
He might go and sign for Tottenham, which I don't think he will, but I'm saying then that would obviously completely damage.
But I mean, he's heading in 2 or 3, 4 seasons, with the same sort of level of performance and consistency. Then
just want to say, in no way do I think that Payet would go and bother to sign for Tottenham. By the way,
it's going to upset a lot of people. Right, here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Biggest waste of money ever signed and best value.
Well, I suppose the one a lot of people talk about is that Savio, isn't it?
He was about as much use as brake lights on a torpedo.
Although he scored in Kazakhstan the other day, I heard.
Did he?
Yes.
And even though he was still playing.
He could discover the form that we must have thought he was capable of when we paid that $9 million for
in Kazakhstan.
In Kazakhstan. Best league in the world.
Best value?
Best value. Yeah, I mean, Sacco, well, we got him for an undisclosed fee, which is cheap. He must have been cheap, if we got him from League 2. But you could also, I suppose, say Payet in a way, even though he was 10 mil. 10 mil in today's sort of market isn't. For what he is.
When you think, was it Newcastle, would they bid for Berahino? Something like 21 million?
Yeah.
So 10 million. And the player we've got in Payet looks an absolute
the stats
bargain.
And the games that we're and I think the percentage of games we've won with him in the team and without just goes to speak for itself.
Yeah.
So but anyone else from years gone by you can think of?
Years gone by, one of the ones for best value I say would be McAvaney, because he was signed as an unknown.
Oh yeah.
And as you know, he's a hero of mine. He was signed as an unknown. We initially signed him as a midfielder, and then Paul Goddard got injured, and the rest is history. So, I'd say that was good value for money as well.
Yeah.
So, probably a little bit before your time. Right, this one's from Hammer123. When we moved to the Olympic Stadium, would you change the wording to some of the chants, i.e., you're invited
to Upton Park?
You're invited to Olympic Stadium. It doesn't have the same sort of
Olympic Stadium,
same sort of ring, does it?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
No. You can see what they're saying, because when we're saying you're invited to Upton Park, but we can still invite people to Upton Park to have a row, because we'll just meet them there after the game.
It's only a short train ride. Isn't it?
And then what was that one? Stick your blue flag, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't.
From Stamford Bridge to Olympic Stadium. Nah, don't.
Isn't it Queen Elizabeth Park? Isn't that what they call it? Queen Elizabeth Park.
Yeah. Right.
Queen Elizabeth Park. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got the same.
Don't change.
Don't change the words. Right, this one's from 10 Thumbs Up 100. That's a great name. What are your views on Obiang?
I think he's brilliant. I think he's
fantastic. Take a leaf out of Ryan's book. If song's a wet wipe, Obiang's an Andrex washlet.
An Andrex washlet.
He's an Andrex washlet. He just provides the smoothness in the middle there.
He's a very cool head, isn't he?
He is. He's never flustered on the ball. No. Very rarely gives the ball away. And he breaks up the play and gives it to Payet and Lanzini to do their thing. Yeah,
he's sort of unsung a bit, isn't he? And sort of unsung,
so I think he's fantastic. So, right, next one is from Charlie WHU/WWE. Do you think the Olympic Stadium will make or break us?
I don't think it will break us.
No, I think it's a make up. You think we're going to have increased capacity?
Yeah.
And I think They talk about they're going to increase their capacity some more.
Oh yeah, it was saying it could possibly up to 70,000.
Yeah,
based on if the sightlines are okay.
Yeah. So I think it's going to increase revenue.
Yeah.
I know we only get a certain amount of revenue because a lot of it goes back to.
Yeah, I think we ended up negotiating a good deal though on match day revenue.
Yeah.
But also it increases our fan base because you can offer the tickets at a cheaper price, get more people in the stadium, more people in that area supporting the club.
I think it's going to be great. It's going to build the fan base.
Luckily, with the deal we've made, everyone paying for our stadium for us, which people like to say. We haven't. It's one of them situations where if you spend like a ton of money on it, and then you end up not hitting your targets and not qualifying for competitions, then it can break you. But luckily we've done
but then saying that, it could push us up to that level.
Oh yeah. But
in those heights.
I'm saying so say for instance Tottenham, they're going to spend millions and millions on their stadium. If they don't start bringing in all that extra money from Champions League and all of that, then it's
so then they're under pressure to consistently qualify for Champions League and win.
Plus, what happened with Arsenal of not being able to sign as many players due to money, and they've had to pay out for the fork out for the stadium. We haven't got that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright, next one is good answer. Next one is from Harry Richardson. Do you think not calling up West Ham players and Payet not being called up for France will affect players' decisions whether to join us or not, i.e. affecting their international prospects?
Yeah.
I think with Payet, hasn't he got a? Didn't he have an argument with the manager? So I think that's more.
He's come out recently that Deschamps and he originally said his attitude. Now he said it's not his attitude. He said it's because he's played on the left for West Ham and he's got other really good players on the left who play on the left, and he hasn't played in a playmaker role. That's what he's trying to say.
Payet can play where he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
That's God.
Yeah, it's mad that he's not in the club, but will it affect players?
Do you know what? I think after this tournament, Roy Hodgson's out the door, isn't he? So it may, for whatever reason, he seems to have something against picking players from. Outside of the so-called bigger clubs, but
I can't see someone like that no one can pronounce his name, can they? Batishahu saying like if I sign for you I won't get in the Belgian squad, or so. I don't know if it's because it's a really known thing that it's an actual thing. Of course it's speculation type of thing, but I mean what football fans like, we all like to come up with conspiracy theories and why players don't get picked, but I think maybe Roy Hodgson does seem to have an aversion to calling up informed players. I mean, Vardy's going to get called up at some point, only because he's making it impossible not to be called up. But then you could say that about Noble, the performances he's been putting in. Yeah, well, Moyes going to end up taking like Rooney, who's injured, Sturridge, who's been injured, Wilshere, who's been injured,
or players who are on the fringes of their first team squads at their clubs, but because of who they play for, they seem to. Yeah,
players who have hardly played this season, he's going to end up taking them based on the teams they played for and the fact they've played. They've been picked before and all that. So he's an idiot. Did we answer the question? What was the question again?
Do you think it will affect players' decisions? No, I don't think so. I think they'll look at the opportunity to play in the new stadium.
The ambition of the club and the players we've got already, and what we can pay them.
Yeah, basically. Right, next one's from Harry Pink. Do you think it would be a good idea to keep the Bowling Stadium as a museum? If we're keeping the Bowling Stadium, I'd keep it to play in, but. It would be good if there was a museum on the site of the.
I think it would be.
Stadium.
I think it'd be a nice idea, but I don't think it'd be a good idea because I can't see it making more money than it would cost to keep running it in a way.
Yeah.
That for that land, for that size of it, that much land, where we could be selling it.
It'd be a nice idea.
Oh,
it's a nice idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's scope. The amount of space. I know they're building flats, but they should do a little something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it'd be nice if they had something put aside.
They could do what would be nice is mix it in with the trophies, obviously. The trophies we've won.
Yeah.
And like a Madden Two Swords player type thing. Could you imagine, like, the boys of '86?
Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, Martin Peters,
just like there in the club.
Have your photo done with them.
That would be nice, like a West Ham Madden Two Swords.
That would be good.
Let's make it happen.
That would be good. Yeah, we get a petition going.
Yeah,
down
get a petition going.
All right, next one is from Sareth Bourne. Who do you think is the weak link in the squad? That's a tough one, isn't it?
That is a tough one.
A tough one.
We'll do a special on that. Let's think, right? Who we got? The weak link in the squad, the weakest player, right? It's got to be. I'm just going from front to back. Well, I suppose.
If you're going overall squad.
Overall, I mean, you could say Carroll because of his injuries, right?
Yeah.
What he's costing us.
But then you could say that about Sacco.
Oh yeah, you could say it about Sacco, but
what do you think ability-wise, though?
Ability-wise, alright, if we're going on ability. So we've got left. Joey O'Brien.
I know a lot of people say Joey O'Brien, but I think like when the games he's played this year, he hasn't done anything wrong.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
Apart from that shot he had at Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
Hit the corner flag.
Yeah, but if you think if we was to see O'Brien, if he was to play over the course of a season regularly, starting, do you think he would end up presenting himself to be a weak link versus everyone else?
Yeah, possibly.
I mean,
possibly.
Yeah, that's who. Yeah, the squad for me. I think that's who.
I mean, we've got a very strong squad at the moment.
We have.
One of the strongest squads I can remember having for.
I mean, if not O'Brien, who would you pick?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, we've just got rid of Jelavic, so that would have been a lovely easy answer if you asked us that a few weeks ago.
I mean, he had a good work rate, Jelavic. He'd done a lot of unselfish running, but he's paid to score goals. But
and he just didn't have the legs, did he?
Yeah.
So, definitive answer. Come on.
Oh, he's putting him on the spot.
Get the countdown clock going on. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me have a look. Let me have a think.
Well, I'll have to think of a way to keep you entertained while you're thinking.
I'd say, I'd probably say Joey O'Brien over the course of the season. But I think he's a good backup player, but whether he's good enough to get in front of like a Byram, and even Antonio's been playing well at right back, so I'd say that.
J.O.B.
Sorry, Joey. Right, this one's from Craig Atkinson
on the YouTube.
Do you think if Noble wasn't a local lad, would he still be at West Ham? And who would you rather go out on the res with, Gazza, McAvenny or Graham? # we've got Graham. Well, the others have actually been out on the res with me.
Right, so I haven't. So.
Well, I'd love to go on the res with McAvenny.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. Stories and all of that sort of business. The reason I'd pick you because I haven't seen you pissed yet. Oh yeah,
you can say it.
I don't. Yeah, on the social, and I thought it might be a bit different, a bit more upmarket than post-match playing.
I think I'm quite amusing when quite amusing when I'm drunk, you know.
Yeah. No, Gazza is the last one I'd want to go on the rise with because that'd just be sad and depressing. I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, and also probably a bit dangerous.
Yeah, a bit dangerous,
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
McAvenny for me. Obviously, I can't get on the res. Well, I could go on the res with myself. But.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous going on the res with an alcoholic, though, isn't it? Like I think.
Yeah.
Gazza and Frankie are known for it. Unless I don't know, what's your? Oh no, you're right, yeah.
I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Graham.
Okay then, we've got Brian Revel. Have you found a new watering hole for the new stadium yet? Not yet. We were discussing, weren't we, about
doing the video
purely for the purposes of research, trying all the pubs around the ground. So purely for research, you understand.
Yeah, I think the idea is to look into a video and talk to some of the people in the bars, get to film in there, show you guys what it's about to help everyone decide.
And then we can start recommending bars, not recommending bars, but telling people what we think are the decent bars around there. So. Yeah,
at the moment I'm liking the King Edward, which is on Broadway in Stratford. At the moment, but we'll try them all out.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Right, next one's from Liam Wilson. Worst ever mistake and biggest risk that paid off.
So worst ever mistake. Well, we sort of covered that, didn't we, a bit earlier?
Marco Boogers for me.
Yeah.
I'd say. Marco Boogers, he come on, smashed Gary Neville up in the air, and then we never saw him again.
Well, if he'd done at least one thing right, Gary Neville.
But then he went a bit crazy, and we never saw him again. So, and biggest risk
that paid off, right? Now,
well, we was having a discussion earlier with Scott, weren't we, along similar lines?
Yeah.
And we all kind of agreed that Di Canio, when we signed him, was a bit of a gamble. It was a bit of a risk.
So the question was just biggest risk that paid off, right?
Yeah, like the biggest gamble we've taken on a signing, and it's turned out to be.
I'm gonna say Slaven Bilic as our manager is the biggest risk that's paid off, because everyone was going, he ain't got Premier League experience. He's only done Mickey Mouse leagues and all that.
But he managed international level.
He did. He did manage international level. It's supposed to be a different thing, isn't it, than club level? And the players you have access to as an international manager. But everyone was saying everyone was saying it's a massive risk, and likely be careful what you wish for and all that. So I think that was a risk that has ultimately paid off.
Yeah.
So thinking outside the box there.
Good answer.
You're gonna get me on here more.
Well, this one's from Joe Blowers. I think this is sort of covering a few other questions as well. What are your thoughts on Samuelson?
I love him.
He looked good against West Brom, didn't he? He was running them ragged.
Yeah, I was watching that, and you think, obviously a tough Premier League side, tough in terms of, they're a very physical team and that. And
yeah, but I mean,
he held his own.
I mean, when you look at him, he looks lightweight, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks like he ain't old enough to shave yet, but he was.
Yeah, and he's 18, and you think, look, if he's doing that now, we'll see me doing him 5 years time. 5 years time, he'll be 23.
Yeah, can you imagine him if we've still got him then, like Payet, Lanzini, him in the same sort of.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's still got a lot of development to do.
Yeah, his penalties need some work.
Yeah, and so maybe his sort of positional sense a little bit, because he did seem to get caught out of position a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, taking players on, all of that is.
He's got the confidence to do that.
Exciting is what I'd say. Exciting.
Yes. Right. Next one. This is two people who aren't asked a similar question. We've got Jack Waller. Thanks for your kind comments, by the way, Jack. And Alex WHUFC Neo Klaus. Where do we need to strengthen? And who should get their P45?
Okay, right. I'd say we need to strengthen, I suppose, the right back position, isn't it? We've just got Byron
I was going to say right back,
but I suppose we need another natural right back. We've got the left back could do with someone. I've heard good things from Stephen Endry, who's at Southend.
Yeah,
at the moment,
but
he's a left back.
I say he's been with us a couple of years. We haven't seen him yet, so.
I think we signed him. I think it was the end of last season, wasn't it?
Is it the end of last season?
Yeah. We signed him in January, but he started for the summer, so we signed him and then he came in the summer.
Yeah. So I'd say probably a left and a right back.
Yeah, if we was to be able to sign like a really obviously the striker position really we'd need.
Yeah, we seem to be getting quite a lot of injuries.
Someone who can bang the goals in. The top striker, yeah. Left back, right back, striker.
Yeah. And who should get their P45?
Oh, well, I suppose we sort of said O'Brien, didn't we? We sort of decided on.
Yeah.
JOB. Oh well, Carroll is another one, isn't it?
Yeah. But then saying that, if you go on about Carroll's injuries, Sacco's had just as many injury problems, and.
Well.
But. To be honest, I wouldn't want to get rid of either of them, to be honest. Yeah,
but the thing is, as well, when you look on what Carroll's on, that's the problem. It's the wages, and then he hasn't had a good run of games. But I suppose Carroll, and then there's Valencia and Joey O'Brien.
Yeah.
But Joey O'Brien's the safest one, isn't it? So.
Poor Joey.
Bless him.
Poor Joey.
Now, I would like to see him get but he came back, didn't he? Played 2 games, now he's injured again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright, next one is from Jack Morris. Were you satisfied with Bilic, or did you want someone else? I was satisfied with Bilic.
Yeah, before when we was rumoured to have him.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, it was initially it was all talk of Klopp and Benitez, and Bilic wasn't really in the frame, was he?
Yeah, I mean, he was. I think he was sort of. I mean, he'd been mentioned for a while, but everyone was sort of saying.
I think at the time everyone was like Klopp and Bilic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd have been happy with any of those.
Yeah, I mean, I was between Klopp and Bilic for me, and then but there was something that just drew me to Bilic, and it was just like the love that
I think him being an ex-player.
Yeah, ex-player, and you know how much the best. I always used to say Besiktas, Besiktas or Besticus. I used to say, yeah. But, you know how much they loved him, you know, and when he left, and you saw him going mad for him when he left. Yeah, I was Bilic. So.
Yeah. Like I say, initially, I think Klopp was the initial favourite, but no, I was very, very satisfied with me. Bilic,
continue to be satisfied.
Yes, and the last one is from 1966. Next, Scotty does a good impression of Snarf. This is Andy Carroll sort of covered it a little bit in the other one, but it says, "What do you think of Andy Carroll? Is he on too much money to be an Impact sub?"
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it was
£85,000 a week, isn't it? Some say 90, and no one can make up their mind.
If you've got that sort of money, it's got to be like one of your regular
He's got to be your man, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got to be your man, for 85, and that's the thing. I think he should either, if he wants to stay, take a pay cut, or what I say is he just goes on a pay as you play. Or you know, have a basic wage and then the top up on performances. So drop down to maybe £50,000 a week, £45,000 appearances.
I mean, I'd like him to. I really want him to get fit and have a long, you know, like an uninterrupted season.
It'd be brilliant. But
I just think his style of play, the way he plays, is, you know.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. It's hard to see it happening though. And I think he should. I would love to see him stay, and I hope he would take that deal. But I can't see it happening, so he might have to. £85,000 a week to come off the bench is not. It's not good.
Yeah, it's got to be sort of main. You've got to build a team around the player on that.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it. So.
Right, I think that's the lot. Yeah, thanks for coming on, mate.
Thanks for having me, Gray.
Nice to have you this side of the camera.
Yeah, that's it. Again, I'm getting more and more exposure there.
That's it.
More FaceTime. So, nice one there, Scott. Just nearly kicked over, all right.
Well done.
But yeah, let us know some of your answers to these questions.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Yeah, and so. Thanks for watching. If you want to leave questions for next week, don't forget on Twitter it's #WHFTV social, same on Facebook, and on the comments section of this week's one for YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter @West Ham Fan TV, www.facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, and our website www.westhamfan.tv, and finish the usual way.
Yeah, and get some beer in these glasses.
Finish the usual way then. Come on, you irons.